Welcome back to Star Wars Obsessed. This is a continuation of my reinvention of my collection room, and I'm pretty excited to share with you all of the changes that I have been making. So let's continue. So I decided to move the other Tatooine display down here with my Stan Solo bantha, as well as this bantha from the 90s, and then move the Imperial Troop Transporter here and the Imperial Cruiser. It's all coming together, looking really good. Oh, I had to move the Star Destroyer right there. The Empire Strikes Back collector's case to the back of this adds much more to it, and it also uses a space back here, this vertical space. I realized that as I'm putting all this here, I have a lot of space behind them, so I need to figure out the optimum way of using the space. I mean, this one wasn't such a problem. I've gotten all that out there, but stuff like this, which goes in the front, it leaves a lot of space in the back. So I need to do something about this up here, like put something behind here and raise these like this. I think that would be good, but I need to find out what to use. Even though I still have all of these that I need to move off of the shelf, all of this stuff is here that I need to move over here. I've been taking from over here, so now this is bare. Ooh, what am I going to do with all that space? I thought this would look pretty cool, just hanging the two necklaces I have, the Darth Vader and the R2-D2 here, since these holes are here. I thought it would look perfect just hanging off the side right there. I definitely want to move the Imperial fighters over here with the Star Destroyer. Like the TIE Fighter. Where's the other TIE Fighter? The other TIE Fighter. There's another one. So move them over here. Alright, I'm going to try something different, even though I had it all set up. I'm going to take the Sandcrawler, or I'm going to take the Land of the Jawas and move it down there, and as well as put the Droid Factory next to the Land of the Jawas, and then slide this over. So this is like an extension of the Tatooine display. And then slide all the Cantina stuff over, so this can rest up against that wall, and then I'll have something else to display right here. So many choices. What am I going to stay with? But I'm going to try this. I hope it works. So the Land of the Jawas that used to be up there is now down here. So next to it, I want to put the Droid Factory. This setup with the land of the Jawas and then the droid factories. You know, the Jawas drive up in their sandcrawler, make some droids, put it in the sandcrawler, and then they're off to sell more droids. Brilliant! Now, the others are in place. The Banthas, the Dewback, along with the Droid Factory and the Land of the Jawas. Now, the question is, what goes back there? I'm gonna slide all of this over so this is up against the wall. Alright, here it is. Now, up against the wall. So not blocking any part of my collection. Looks good. Everything's back to the way it was. But I decided to add over here the Imperial Troop Transporter and the Imperial Cruiser. How does that look? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Those look good there. What do you think? Oh wow, I have an idea. I can take this and put some string on it and hang it. It has this support part here, and I could run the string through it and just have this combat glider hanging over like this. I think that'll be pretty cool. See if I can get it to work. Got some string and scissors. This is something that's used to hold an Ewok. So I'm going to grab an Ewok. How about Chief Chirpa? Okay. It fits right here. And now these boulders, they hang on this contraption right here. It's on here and on the other side. Very cool. All right, that looks really good. This is another bonus that I can hang things from there, so it adds a bit more to the display. Pretty awesome. So I was trying to figure out what else I can put down, especially at the bottom. And I wanted to keep all my books, so I thought maybe I could just have the books go all along here, but then I was trying to figure out how I can keep them from flopping over, and I thought this would be a good idea, to put the display that I have for the Galactic Star Cruiser over on the empty space, and that box with the droid be the one to hold up the books. Those are my books. Those are the collectible trading cards.
So I think I'll do that all here. The first thing I'll move is the box with this figure, with this droid, so I can have it set up and ready to catch the books as they fall. So, in case you're curious as to what reading materials I have related to Star Wars and the Star Wars universe, the Star Wars Vault. This is so awesome. And if you're interested in learning more about the Star Wars Vault, I have a whole series called A Fan Reads the Star Wars Vault. Check it out. Pretty heavy, so it could go over here, which can also hold up the other materials, which include Star Wars The Ultimate Action Figure Collection by Steve Sansweet, The Art of Star Wars. I have a feeling that's going to start falling over if I'm not careful. Star Wars, The New Essential Guide to Characters. These are going to fall. Star Wars, The Essential Guide to Characters. Star Wars, The Jedi and the Force. Star Wars Character Encyclopedia, New Edition. The Ultimate Guide to Vintage Star Wars Action Figures. I love this book. This book that I got from Jeff Morlang. The National Public Radio dramatization of Star Wars. I also have this, the Los Angeles Times Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga and Beyond, Time, the Story of Star Wars, Special Collector's Edition, Mad Spoofs Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Punch Out and Make It book, Vintage. They also have Star Wars Punch Out and Make It book, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back storybook. Look at that. This is an old one. 1983. Another Return of the Jedi Punch Out and Make It book. Not a book, but items from the Star Wars fan club. This poster in there as well. More collector's items from the fan club. Even more items from the fan club. Look at this! More stuff from the official Star Wars fan club back in the 80s. The official 20th anniversary commemorative magazine of Star Wars. This is way back. People magazine with Carrie Fisher. The Star Wars album. The complete guide to Star Wars. Star Wars Insider, but it's an anniversary edition with The Empire Strikes Back. This is a 2004 edition of Entertainment Weekly with Star Wars. So I got two of them. Oh look, another one. Star Wars Screen Superstar. Sorry about the light from the camera. Now I'm just going to take all of that and put them up there. Organize it a bit so it looks good. Alright, here they are. Nicely organized. And I'm totally done. Psych! I have even more. Look at these. I have Starlog Salutes Star Wars 1987, and then a bunch of comic books. The Star Wars Chewbacca's Activity Book, more comic books. I love how it says, at last, beyond the movie, beyond the galaxy. And then they eventually say, adventures beyond the greatest space fantasy film of all. The Star Wars storybook. Again, the Return of the Jedi storybook. And Return of the Jedi comic. And Darth Vader's activity book. Alright, that totally works. And now to add the rest of the Star Cruiser collectibles over here. Alright, there's the completed display. All the books. Now that's not all the books I have in my collection. There's way more, but they're all stored away. And my cherished Star Cruiser collectibles. Very nice. Alright, this is how the display looks, and I've been able to remove two of the shelving units, the big brown one and the black one. So I'm left with all of these here, and all of these, I had to put some here in the empty space. So pretty soon I'll be able to move this and slide this over and get it back. And I'm finding this really exciting because the shelving units are so much better than what I had before and offer better space and better display options. I mean, look at that. It's fantastic. And then right there, I'm going to keep going, you know, film some more of working on this and its process. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you had fun with me. And if you did, give a thumbs up and click subscribe. See you on the next video. Thank you for watching Star Wars Obsessed. I wonder...